Hi everybody, we're back. We wanted to go over the Baskerville muzzle and muzzle conditioning. There's tons of different kinds of muzzles out there, but my favorite and I think the preferred among most trainers is the Baskerville muzzle. The Baskerville muzzle, you can get a little closer look here. It's a pretty awesome tool because A, it keeps you safe, or it keeps a handler safe from a dog that is potential bite risk. But the Baskerville is pretty cool because unlike a lot of other muzzles, a dog can pant in it safely. They can drink with it on, they can eat with it on, they can sleep with it on. So really, if you've got a serious bite risk on your hands, the Baskerville is the way to go because you don't have to worry about taking it off and putting it back on every day. That being said, would you want your dog to live in this muzzle? I don't think so, but having it on for a couple days or a week, the worst that's going to happen is a little sore on their nose, which is a lot better than the alternate of somebody getting bit and your dog potentially being put down or rehomed. So Baskerville is absolutely the best option here. So I'm going to go over a little bit of muzzle conditioning today with my dog Lainey. Now, for those of you that know Lainey or have seen her in some of my other videos, she is an absolute sweetheart. She has a little bit of anxiety stuff, but she's not a fighter, she's more of a flighter, so I don't have to worry about her biting people or even thinking about biting people. So she has never worn a muzzle before. Even at the vet is her favorite place. All she does is give kisses. But it's not the worst thing for her to be muzzle conditioned so that she knows that this thing is not going to hurt her. It's not going to cause any issues. And really it's nothing but, something you're wearing on your face. A lot of dogs actually feel more comfortable with a muzzle on because they know that they can't do any damage. They don't want to do any damage. Their whole mentality is not I'm out for blood. It's that I get nervous and I can't help myself. So back to Lainey. We are going to work on some muzzle conditioning with Lainey today. Like I said, she has never worn a Baskerville or any other type of muzzle before. So this is a brand new experience for her. I'm not sure how she's going to react. But we're going to introduce her to this the same way that I would expect my clients to introduce their dogs that are also not familiar with muzzles to a muzzle. If I have a client that has a dog that is a bite risk that will be working with me, the dog will be in the muzzle for at least the first session. It's not worth the danger to me, to my clients, and it's not worth the stress for the dog. So this is definitely something that is a must for anybody either working with dogs that are bite risks or anybody that has a dog that's a bite risk. The first thing with the Baskerville that's important to acknowledge is that there is a section for a collar. We want to keep this thing securely on the dog. So the way that we would put it on, it goes over the nose, the collar part goes around the neck, this part goes around the head, this buckle part here, and then you have a clip that clips on as well. So there's about 4 points of safety here, security, so that none of our dogs are getting loose out of their muzzles. So the first thing we are going to do is I have a little Mickey Mouse cup full of kibble. If you need to use something a little juicier than kibble, go right ahead. Hot dogs, great treats, turkey bacon. We love turkey bacon in this house. Anything that you can think of that will get your dog interested, definitely give it a try. So Lane eats kangaroo kibble. We have some allergy issues in our house, so luckily she loves it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold the muzzle up to her face with my hand filled with kibble. So I don't know how well you guys can see that on my little iPhone video here, but I'm going to hold it up and go ahead, Lane. I'm going to allow Lainey to reach in. Come on. It's a little hard with that little boxer snout. Come on, Bug. Go ahead. Take it. Get it. Good girl. So she's giving the muzzle kisses. I'm not so sure that she can reach the kibble. We're back. So, because Lainey's tiny little face couldn't fit in all the way in the muzzle to get the snacks out of my hand, we are going to try it instead with an apple. Lainey is, come here girl. Sorry, you're not out of work just yet. Lainey loves fruit. She loves vegetables. She loves pretty much everything. She's very easy to please, right? Very easy to please girl. So this should be a little easier for her to grab and take a bite out of. So again, I'm going to keep it in the palm of my hand, put it through the muzzle. This might be a little easier for you guys to see than the kibble was. For those of you with dogs with normal sized snouts, please by all means go with the kibble or the treats. With Lainey, we got to get a little creative. So she is going to put her nose right in there. Good girl. You take bites. Go ahead. Oh, you're going to lick it? Good. Very good. So I'm going to give her a handful of kibble. She's not interested. She wants her apple. So break her off a piece of that. There you go. So with a dog that could take the treat right out of the muzzle, you don't have to make it so easy for them. You don't have to get your other hand involved in the game. But again, making some workarounds here. Sit down, pretty girl. Very good. So now all she can think about is the food here. This for some dogs might be stressful, which is another reason why we have owners train their dogs this way. Good girl, baby. There you go. You almost got it. Take it. Take the apple. So typically dogs are less stressed with their owners than they would be with a trainer who's already a perceived threat to them. So here you go, girlfriend. That's a good girl. So again, make sure to take this slow with your dog, and make sure to do it repeatedly. It's not going, oh look, now she's putting her face right in the muzzle. We didn't even ask her. So take it slow with them. Don't push them. Do it often. Don't just do it once. It's a good thing for a dog to wear a muzzle 10 minutes a day. It can't hurt them, and what we don't want your dog to come out of this situation thinking is that this muzzle goes on when this annoying trainer lady comes over and makes me do all this weird stuff. We want your dog to think that this muzzle is just on me. I just wear it sometimes. I can't do anything when it's on. I can eat, I can drink, but you know, it might be uncomfortable, it might be a little annoying. Come on, you gotta sit up, baby. But, you know, it's okay. It's not a big deal. And guess what? I get food when I put it on. So what we're doing here is using positive reinforcement. We're adding something to increase the likelihood, come on, baby, to increase the likelihood that a behavior will continue. In this case, it is sticking the nose in the muzzle on her own to get the treat. So as you can see, this is the second time, maybe the third time we've done this, and Lainey has already stuck her nose in here voluntarily twice to get the food. So only once was me asking her to do so. So again, broke another piece of this apple off, and in her face goes. Good girl. Very good. So now that she is comfortable with the muzzle being around her, I'm going to put the muzzle on her. So I'm going to give it to her again, put the apple on the bottom of the muzzle. Good girl, baby. Yeah. So while she's doing this, I'm going to set up the strap. Good. I'm going to tighten this bad boy up a little because she's got that little short face. She needs it a little tighter. Good. So I would definitely make that tighter if she was any sort of a threat. And in a normal situation, I would have this collar part put on already. Link it on. And good. So we've got multiple points of security here. The chances of her getting out of this thing are very, very slim. And you know, she's not happy with it on right now. Off. But she will adjust. I am right now, because we're in the beginning stages, I'm not going to leave this on her. So the muzzle goes on, and then the muzzle comes off. No, we do not let them take it off themselves. We never let the dog remove the muzzle themselves. If she was wearing a prong collar right now, which she is not, I would have given her a couple of prong collar corrections, or an e-collar, shoot or e-collar on the same deal. Basically because we don't want them playing with it. We don't want them being obsessed with the fact that this muzzle's on her face. So again, if Lainey looks in the camera, she's totally cool with this muzzle. She's actually resting her face in here right now. She's fine with this being here because it means treats. It means we get good things. It means food comes, right? Yeah. So work on this at home, work on it with your dog, and work on it a lot. And make the muzzle, you know, your dog might not grow to love it, but they will be able to accept it, and they will be fine with it. So keep up the good work, and if you have any questions, make sure to reach out to us at everywheredog.net. Bye guys. Oh, a CB.